Hi everybody, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. In this video I'm talking about a fragrance from the house of David Jourquin. It's called Cuir Mandarine and it's a beauty. Stay tuned to FM. So, Cuir Mandarine from the house of David Jourquin came out in 2011. It's not a new fragrance, but it is pretty new to me, although I've had this now for a few weeks and I've been giving it some good wearing, so this is going to be quite an informed review, not just a first impressions. It's part of a bigger collection. There's several fragrances in there. The collection is called the Vendôme collection, or the Vendôme, and I haven't tried any others from that collection, but after trying this, I'm dying to see what they smell like, so hopefully I'll get a chance to do that. For this video, I'm working with a company called Scent City, who very kindly provided me with this fragrance. They're a UK-based niche fragrance website. They've got some fantastic fragrances, so do go check them out. I will leave a link to their website in the description below this video. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video where I'll be giving you a discount code for a bottle of this fragrance or a sample of this fragrance. Scent City and I had a conversation about the kind of notes I enjoy in fragrances. They follow my Instagram and my YouTube channel, so they've got a good idea of the kind of things I really enjoy, so they've picked out a good one for me here. So, talking about notes, let's see what's in this one. We have lavender, mandarin, pepper, leather, patchouli, Virginian blonde tobacco and amber. So this opens with a lovely, elegant but fairly subtle lavender note. A little more prominent is the mandarin in this fragrance. It's a really nicely done mandarin. I really enjoy mandarin in fragrances, although I've not smelled it in that many, but I find that it just gives that citrus quality, but it's not a sharp, tart citrus. It's got this lovely, smooth quality to it. I really enjoy the mandarin in Tom Ford's Mandarino di Amalfi Acqua. Totally different fragrance, but the mandarin note in both this and that one are really nicely done. Even more prominent than the mandarin though is the patchouli. The patchouli is front and centre in this fragrance. I would definitely describe this as a patchouli based fragrance. If you don't like patchouli, I would probably stay away from this one, but if you do like patchouli, which I think is probably most of us, this is a beautiful rendition of patchouli. You've got that earthiness that you associate with patchouli, but it's also smooth and bright and effervescent. It really is just quite an uplifting fragrance. So this isn't a dark, earthy fragrance at all, which is why I think this is an excellent pick for the springtime. So as well as those notes, we've also got a bit of leather, which is where the name comes from. The cuir is the leather in the fragrance. I would describe it as quite a subtle, smooth, slightly sweet suede type leather. It's not a sharp leather. If you don't like the sharpness of leather in fragrances like Tom Ford's Tuscan leather, then this is nothing like this. It's nowhere near as prominent. I mean, you can see from the bottle it comes in this really nice kind of soft leather sleeve, and I think that just perfectly represents the type of leather that you get in this. In fact, yeah, it even smells a little bit like it as well. Another thing I really enjoy in this fragrance is the tobacco note. Now, it's not a deep, dark, resinous tobacco. It's a Virginian blonde tobacco, so it's much lighter. You get a lovely sweetness, but it's got a little bit of an airiness to it as well. It does have a resinous nature, but it's not a deeply dark resinous tobacco. So quite an uplifting tobacco that provides sweetness, but also provides a nice bit of shade to this. So what you're getting with this fragrance is a nice texture of light and dark, and that adds to the versatility, which I'll talk about later in the video. But whilst I think this, for me, is a perfect fragrance for the springtime, due to its versatility, due to its composition, it could really work all year round. Okay, I'm just going to compare this to a couple of pretty popular fragrances, just to give you an idea of what the overall composition of this is like. So it doesn't really smell exactly the same as either of these two fragrances, but if you can imagine them both mixed together and sprinkled with its own little bit of magic, then you've got some idea about what this one smells like. So the first fragrance I'm going to compare it to is Muglaire's Ultra Zest. So you've got that bright, effervescent quality and that smooth orange citrus. And also, due to the patchouli in here, it reminds me of Chanel's Cuir Mandarine. So it's a lovely, smooth, really nicely done patchouli, and Cuir Mandarine also has a little bit of white chocolate in there as well. This doesn't have that listed, but I do get a bit of a kind of white chocolatey vibe. Maybe that is something to do with the patchouli used in it, I'm not quite sure. So not exactly the same as either of those two, but mixed together it gives you a bit of an idea of what this is like. I got great performance from this. The initial projection for me was around 2 to 3 hours, and it's not a beast mode, it's not going to fill a room, it's quite subtle and elegant, refined, sophisticated. So it's projecting fairly softly, I'd say maybe around half an arm's length, if not a little bit further than that. But for the duration of that initial projection, you're getting gorgeous mandarin and smooth patchouli. It lasted great, it lasted around 8 hours for me, so in terms of performance, absolutely no complaints whatsoever. It's a super versatile fragrance, as I've already mentioned. Due to the composition, it's light enough to wear in the summer, it's dark enough to wear in cooler temperatures as well. In terms of occasion, again, really versatile. You could wear this dressed up, you could wear this as a casual day scent, and I'd also say this is easily a unisex fragrance. If you like patchouli in fragrances, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy this one. It is exquisitely well done. The mandarin and the blonde tobacco just round things out perfectly. I would say, to me, this is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. In fact, it was my #1 pick for spring. If you think you might like to try this fragrance, I'll leave a link to Scent City's website in the description below this video. And you can also use my discount code, which is FRAG-MENTAL15. That will give you 15% discount on either a sample or a bottle of this. So do try and sample before you buy. It is a bit of an expensive blind buy, but at least you can sample with a little bit of a discount. You can also use that discount on the fragrance in my other video that I did with Scent City, which is Ex Idolo's Rider. You can use that FRAG-MENTAL15 code on either that one or this one. Okay, that's it from me from this idyllic spring setting. It's been really nice filming it here. In fact, this orchard tunnel you can see behind me, I've been coming down doing my workouts here in the mornings. I've been based here for 2 weeks, and it is just a stunningly peaceful location. It's on a private estate, so quite good for filming videos because I don't get bothered too much. There's the odd alpaca walking up and down here, but other than that, we're good. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. And if you've tried this one or any others from the collection from David Jourquin, I'd love to hear from you what they're like, because as I said, I've not tried them. Hopefully I will soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good.